Lars, we talk about energy and start so often that it's almost cliche, but in this building against this team that comes right from the jump, is that message reinforced today?
It's every game. I mean, I don't know any team that wants to have a bad start, right? So we talk about it continuously about being focused. We focused on that in Montreal. Thought we had a real good start. How we wanted to come out, and we know it's going to be a much tougher game even here tonight with this team.
And the energy in this building just seems. I mean, they feed off one another. It seems like, right?
Yeah. Well, I haven't been here in a while with a full crowd. It's been a few years, right? So, yeah, I know what this building's about. They're a good hockey team. I'm sure they use their crowd like most home teams do. So we got to be prepared.
When you were a player, did you enjoy coming here?
Yeah. No, there's a certain feel in some of these buildings. I mean, this is an older building, and it's got a unique shape to it and the whole thing. And even right from the anthem and different things, it's a special place as far as where they play, and so it's going to be there'll be some juice in there tonight, I'm sure.
Not a lot of them that have as much maybe history as this building left in the NHL.
Yeah, there's a lot of newer buildings, right? So this one's definitely got some character.
When you back and looked at the Corelli Domi this line the other night, they weren't able to finish, but did you like kind of the energy they had and the chance they created, things like that? Yeah,
I thought they had a real solid game as far as their the way they were hounding pucks, tracking pucks, creating opportunities. I mean, they were all over the net there. They didn't get rewarded, but they had many looks and many opportunities, and that's a good sign.
Yeah. How much of that is Corelli in particular driving that with just straightforward play?
Well, I think it's three guys on the line. It's not just one. Curls he's a simple hockey player. He knows what he is. He's good at it. He plays with pace. He's physical. Plays a lot of key moments for us, as you've seen. So great in the face-off circle. I think it's an advantage. You can start with the puck for sure, as we know that. So he drives it. But I thought the other guys, I think Gus's game has really taken off over the last several weeks here. It hasn't just been a couple of games. He's been coming. So, and I thought Max added to that line real well that last game.
Okay, we'll go to Zoom. Go ahead, Mark Scheig.
Thank you, Glenn. Brad, I wanted to ask you about Oliver Bjorkstrand. You're coming off a couple games where he's gotten a goal. Obviously, that can help him with confidence, but defensively, it just seemed like that he's gone a long period of time, kind of like a little bit of a lull. What have you seen from him, and can the goals help him get going?
Yeah, I don't know many offensive guys that the goals don't give him energy, right? So I know him, and we had some good conversations. He sat down with Bowler. They did some video with some areas where we think he can improve on and be better, and so we can see a better version of himself. There's certain things when he's skating and holding on to pucks and relentless on his forecheck. That first goal that he scores, he slashes across, he wins a puck battle, gets engaged, and then he does a real good job forcing that D into a bad play with a good stick, creates a turnover, and they score. So those are the things that when he's at his best, that's what he's doing. And then he gets more opportunities, and we all know what a shot can do. So it's about putting himself in those opportunities more and more. And it's engaging in the game. And he's just a better player when he engages in the game.
Are you making any lineup changes tonight, Brad?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
You've seen, as some of your younger guys, Cheney and Cole, players like that, go through the league for the first time, have a tough game like they've had against Calgary or whoever. Do you see growth in the second opportunity against the same team? Do you see those guys who have gone through a tough one and then come back the next time and learn from a previous outing?
We're going to find out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was silly and Cheney just having a tough game against Calgary. Yeah. No, that was I feel like that was a full team effort, that one. But we'll see. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball on how this is going to go tonight. I know we're playing a heck of a hockey team that's on a roll. So, I mean, we got to be sharp. We got to manage the puck well. We got to be competitive. We got to be tracking the puck well. Defensively, we got to be sharp. They can sting you in a lot of different ways. There's no weakness to their team. Their special teams are really good. They're a big body team. They skate well. They're good off the rush. They create a lot from below the goal line. So if you're not plugged in, they'll do it to you again. So we'll see. We'll see if we have taken a step here, and we're going to have to get real competitive here early.
Yeah, and I guess that's where I'm going in those young type of players. I'm not using any names this time, but
yep.
Have you seen it where bad outing, same opportunity against the next team, they've learned from what they went through the first time around?
Yeah, we've had some moments. And again, sometimes you don't get to play the same team. I mean, we had that game against Calgary, but I thought we responded well against the Rangers, so sometimes you you get a bad taste in your mouth, and we try and help them and coach them through it. And sometimes it's through visuals, sometimes it's just through talking through it. It depends. And every situation is different. Every game's its own story. And some stuff you love, some stuff you don't. And that's kind of the uniqueness of this job, is every day it's changing and what we're trying to correct and improve on. And we've played some better hockey here lately, and I hope it continues into tonight.
Back to Crowell really quick. He came in here, obviously got a lot of experience in Boston, good experience, but it was mostly fourth line, some third. He's getting a chance to play up the lineup right now for you guys. Is that something that when you guys were kind of looking at him as a free agent that you thought he might be able to do, or is it something that he's just kind of earned his way into?
He's 100% earned his way into more ice time. And I always talk about it's about being consistent and building trust, and he does that. He's very consistent in his effort and what I'm going to get from him. He's consistent in the face-off circle. He gives me a lot in the penalty kill, even on his bad games, and he has them. Trust me, he has them, like every other player. But it's never a lack of try. So for him, he's earned the right to be getting the ice time he's getting. So, and that's what it's based on, right? And you don't try to pigeonhole somebody before they're coming in. I know what he was as a player. I don't watch him every game though, and he was playing on a pretty good team there in Boston over the years and had some playoff success in his role. So you see him as a certain probably type of player. And I still think he's that type of player. I think what he's good at, his self-assessment and knowing what he is one of his strongest suits. He's not trying to be something he's not. He knows his formula for being an effective player on the ice with his legs and his physicality and just being relentless, good in the face-off circle. There's many ways to contribute to a hockey game. And I think he tries to find that every night with his ability.
So he basically just keeps his game the same, no matter whether you play him at second line, center, third line, whatever it is.
Yeah, he goes and plays hockey, and he plays it the way I believe he feels to be successful. He needs to, and he does that every night. And again, he has his ups and downs like every other guy, but he's very consistent in that.